What's up, guys? Welcome back to Daddy Dimes Radio, episode 14. Today we're going to be starting it off with NBA playoff predictions and the play-in recap.
All right, guys. So we'll be putting up a short later today on some play-in and round one highlights. But let's go ahead and talk about what's happened so far and our predictions for what else is going to happen in round one.
The Pelicans beat the Spurs and the Clippers to secure the 8 seed.
Yeah, Pelicans coming in from the 10 seed, but now with the new play-in format we've had for the past couple years, they get that 8 seed, and while they'll likely be knocked out early, it's a chance for CJ McCollum to really shine.
Yeah, the Wolves beat the Clippers to get the 7 seed.
Yeah, Wolves came in as the 7 seed, of course, a very talented team that has a chance to upset the Jazz. And we'll get into that series a little bit more here in just a minute. The Nets beat the Cavs for the 7 seed. We saw that coming. The Nets secured that seed. But what we didn't see was the next thing. Levi, you can go ahead.
The Hawks beat the Hornets and the Cavs to get the 8 seed.
Of course, the Hawks have been a pretty big disappointment this year after making it all the way to the Eastern Conference Championship this game. But they are able to squeeze into the playoffs. But they have to face off with the Miami Heat, which, let's go ahead and get into, Heat versus the Hawks, 1 seed versus 8 seed.
I think the Heat are going to win this in Game 5. I think the Hawks are going to take a game away from them, but only one. Don't really have much of a chance the way they've been playing this year. And I think the Heat are easily going to beat them.
Yeah, of course the Hawks are talented, but the Heat have more talent and a stronger defense. The Miami Heat earned that number 1 seed in what I think is the harder conference. The Hawks are a terrific talent team, but I think the Heat defense is going to be able to stop them.
Yeah, moving on to the next series, the Celtics versus the Nets.
Of course, this is one of the biggest games for round one. Well, probably the biggest series. Going to be back and forth with the Nets, who have the talent of a top 3 seed in either conference. They're going up against the best defensive team according to stats in the league, the Boston Celtics. And I think the Celtics will win the series.
Yeah, so do I. The Celtics, such a very good defensive team. The Nets definitely will be able to challenge them, but I think the Celtics will be able to pull out the win in the series. Very possible title contender there.
Mm-hmm. And then we have the Bucks versus the Bulls. Of course, the Bulls started off very hot, but then have slowly cooled down, and they've really struggled against top teams. What are your thoughts on that series? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll